Hello, I wanted to show you my homeschool planner and how I did it, and it was relatively free. So it was fun to do last year and I did it again this year, and so I wanted to show you some tips I got. I learned a lot from YouTube videos trying to get mine together last year, and so I wanted to share for people who are trying to do it this year too. Alright, this is my curriculum planner last year on top and this year right here. The differences I wanted to show you real quick were the covers. This one was laminated last year, and it is a little thicker. This year I decided to just do the clear sheet at the office store where I got it bound, because they'll do the clear front sheet and the back plastic sheet here. And I thought, well, that would probably be enough. And I don't have a laminator. I had to go get that done last year anyway. So they're both still pretty sturdy. I think it'll work. It does line up. When you do just the clear cover, all your pages line up at the bottom. And with the laminating, there is a little bit of overhang, so that's about the only difference. And I'll show that one maybe a little. Okay, this homeschool planner, most of my pages came from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus. She has a lot of neat things, a lot of pretty pages. This is the cover I chose, and then I mounted it on another piece of cardstock for extra reinforcement and just a little prettier. And then on the back it's plain, but I could add something there. I'm still thinking about doing that. This is my title page inside, my homeschool record, striving for days filled with learning, love, and laughter. And you just put the name and year in here. And this came from livingwellspendingless.com. She has other pages too, but that's my favorite that I use from hers. This is also from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus. This is a mission statement page, or you can write in your mission statement, statement of faith, scripture, verses, quotes, that kind of thing. Thought that's a nice kind of reminder of why we're doing what we're doing. Next, this came from thelifeinbloom.com. It's an all about me page, and this one is the first day of school, and she has one for every grade, pre-K through 12, and it's kind of a neat way to see what the kids are interested in and their likes and dislikes and height and weight and all that right now. And this year I also put in my last day of school. I didn't see that last time, so it's kind of neat to see how they've changed during the year. So I can fill that out at the end of the year. And then this I found at Tina's, well, it's not Tina. Tina helps on this site too. She's connected with it. It's called the newbiehomeschooler.com. And this one is under the student planner page, and this is the page for them to reflect on the year, favorites, and miscellaneous favorites and things like that. So I thought that'd be fun at the end of the year to see what he remembers. This is from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus. It's a holiday calendar page for several years. At a glance, you can see the holidays to mark on your calendar and what days of the week they're on. And then there's a space down here for you to add personal days, like, birthdays or whatever else is important to you. Also from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus is year-round planning schedule. And I like this because it shows days that you've done for the month, and then you can count your weeks, and you can highlight them. She gives you a code here, a key you can kind of use to go by, and I like that. It helps you see the year at a glance and what you need to do to get everything squeezed in. Let's see. Oh, and then this year I put in a calendar, a full 2-page spread calendar. Last year I didn't do it, and I think it would have been handy because I kept flipping back to a different personal planner calendar. So this one came from The Life in Bloom. thelifeinbloom.com. Yeah, she has other pages too you could use, but her calendar I really liked, and it's got some color to it. I think it's pretty, and it's what I need, and it'll serve my purposes. I went ahead and printed out August through July, the whole year. I don't think we'll go past May really, but you can just tear these out at the end or just mark them for events you do, whatever you want. Then I use pretty file folders for dividers. This was a few dollars, but I used it last year too. I had 3 dividers for me. That's all I really needed. So I bought a pack of 9 of them. So I have enough to do one more book next year. So that for $5 or $6, I can't remember, will last for 3 books. Pretty dividers. This is another divider page. This one came from thelifeinbloom.com. Simple ways to make the most of our days. This is the section where I actually have our plans for the week. DonnaYoung.org has a course of study page. She has lots and lots of forms. Very useful site. DonnaYoung.org, course of study. So she has some subjects listed and a little blank one here. You can write in the books you're using, and then over here I'm going to put the initials so it'll be easier to read it when I look back there. And so just whatever you need that for. Sandy. DonnaYoung.org is where I got my lesson plan pages. I prefer to have subjects going across the top and the days of the week down bottom, and so that's what this is. It did not have these words in there already. I added that with my label maker on my master copy and then made a bunch of copies. It just kind of says at the top here subject and date. And then as I used it last year, you can see that I just put in, I would put the month up there that says March, the week we're in is the 23rd week, and there are my subjects across the top that we did. And then on the above the day of the week, I would put like the numerical number, March 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, that kind of thing. And I would also, just for my own sake, keep track of how many days in school that is. As we finish the week, make sure we did all those days, and I'm like, this is 115 days here. As we go through, count them all up at the end, we did 169 days last year, which was enough. That's all. You know, like I said, we don't have to have a certain number of days in Florida. But it's just fun to keep track of. And we got the work done that needed to be done. This is another pretty file folder divider. Nice and sturdy. And then I have a book list section. Now this one I did, but it was inspired from those previous ones from Living Well, Spending Less that she had done. So that's where I got the idea. And then I put a quote down here, a book is a present you can open again and again. And I love reading. We like to do read alouds and for him to read. And so I have reading lists for several subjects and more of a Charlotte Mason type approach to things. So from DonnaYoung.org is where I got this reading list form, and I added with my label maker the subject at the top. And you can put your title, your author, your key, and your date. And for the keys here, since we do read alouds and he reads, you know, I would mark it there, that kind of thing, if it's a read aloud or if he read it. And then the date when we finished it. And also on reading lists, I would also put in audios, like if it's Swiss Family Robinson, but it's the book itself on tape, then I would put over here, you know, audio. And then on the back of each of these, I have a movie list page, also from DonnaYoung.org. Now she had this listed under her reading list. This was another reading list type form, and I just used my label maker to put movie list up here and subject over there. And I'll use Bible for this just to go with what the reading list was. So if we watch something related to Bible, I'll put it here. But I will also use this for audio dramas, like let's say if we're listening to the Bible on tape, I could put, you know, Matthew audio, something like that. So that it's, well actually if it's the book of the Bible, it would be there. But if it's a drama, if it's a dramatized thing, I'll put it on the back too. Like if it's to go with science, you can put Jonathan Park over here. For Bible, I could do Adventures in Odyssey, put them back here with this. So movie or audio, I might just change the title, but it works for what I need. History, we have a lot of history books. History is where most of our reading comes from, read alouds and stuff. And independent reading, because he does have other books he likes to read for fun, so I want to keep track of those. And movie list if we, or, you know, if we watch something that's could fit in our educational thing, but not necessarily a subject area. Another file folder divider. And then field trips. This one I also did, inspired from the other things, and this one has the little quote, "Oh, the places you'll go." I like to go on field trips. Field trip form came from DonnaYoung.org, and I didn't have to change this one any, I just printed it out. And I also use this for activity days, and if we did a co-op or something, so anything that's just not in the house, basically. And then just print out several of those, and then you can always tear out what you don't need. And then the back cover page is a page of verses from Tina's Dynamic Homeschool Plus. And she has this one. She has several pretty pages like this with quotes and things on it. And in fact, last year I used it on my inside cover. It was in color. I printed out the color one also last year. And this year I just had the black and white one. She also has this page that I got. Nice quotes about family. And then this back page is some other fun quotes. Quotes fun to encourage you and inspire you as you go on this daily journey of homeschooling. And so that's my back cover there, and then this black page at the back, and that covers it. So that was my homeschool planner, and I hope that that was helpful to you. The hardest thing about doing this video was making the stand for my camera, so I thought I'd show you what my son and I came up with. Oop. a use for videotapes. See, isn't that cool? Videotapes, bars across the top, little camera stand, stick it in the hole, and there you have your little makeshift do-it-yourself tripod to go with your do-it-yourself homeschool planner. Alright, have a good day. Bye.